First step when you're doing fast edge, you want to work with a machined edge. The edges are sharp and crisp. Nothing's been distorted or rolled over as a result of sanding. Number one, you do not need to wipe the edge. You just need to make sure the edge is free of any dust by blowing it off. The next step is you have your fast edge that's come out of your roll and it has a slight curve to it. You want to get rid of that curve. Now I'm going to show you how to get rid of it. It's so simple you won't believe it. So I have the edge of a countertop that has a quarter round on it. You see that? And you can see how the material is slightly curved. If you just take your thumb like this and you pull it through there like that, just a few times you can see the material is laying straight very quickly. So now I'm going to go to the other side just like this. Just a slightly rounded edge, just like that. You don't have to pull it too much. And now I have a straight piece that's ready to be applied. I'm using pre-finished material. Now I'm going to apply it on there and the piece has been straightened. So all we're going to do is peel off the liner on the back side and go ahead and put it down. Very easy, just to leave a little bit hanging off both sides, just like that. Boom. Next step is we have 3 Fastcap tools. Number 1, we have the roller, we have the end trimmer, and we have the quad trimmer. First step is to roll it. And man, when you roll it, you want to roll it like crazy. Just like that, you're working the glue into the pores of the wood. Now, if you want, you can also trim it first so you don't break the edge. Just trim that end just like that with the flush cut trimmers. The best way to do that is to take this surface here, hold it firmly against there, and trim, and you're done, and you'll get a perfect edge. Now when you come back with a roller, you can apply a lot of pressure without worrying about breaking the edge. You want to make sure that we're working it in. Particularly, you want to make sure the ends are rolled in really good, because what you're doing is taking that 5.5 mils of acrylic adhesive and working it into the fibers. The next step is to take the quad trimmer and trim it. You can take the quad trimmer apart and trim one side at a time, going with the grain, and then come back the other direction, or you can do it together if your grain is pretty straight running. So if you want to trim it one at a time, this is how you do it. You take the trimmer apart. You want to make sure that you're not tipping this either way, otherwise it won't work. So now I'm going to come on there, and I'm making sure my fingers are pressing here to make sure that is absolutely parallel with the wood and not cocked. So I've trimmed one side at a time. You can see I have a perfect job there. It looks just absolutely perfect. But the key is, if you tip it, you'll trim too far. So you got to keep it parallel and then come back the other direction and make sure we do not tear the wood out. I'm really concentrating hard to make sure this is pushed up against there and there's no way I'm tipping the trimmer. And I also trim slow. When I'm doing wood, you want to do a lot of finesse here. You do not want to be too quick. Okay, so now the piece is trimmed and it should be perfect. As you see, it is perfect when it's done right. I like one more rolling just to make sure everything's good, focusing on the ends right there. And then if you really want to make it look really killer, you can take our fast break, which will break the ends and make sure no chipping occurs anywhere. So back and forth a few times, you break both edges, and now you have a perfect fast edge every time when you follow those techniques.